I braid my pubes, so they don't go everywhere.
Welcome, everybody, to the first ever Bullshit Brigade podcast. My name is Efren, coming at you from Dallas.
What's going on? I'm Jaro, straight from Phoenix.
What's up, everybody? I'm Cody, recording from Des Moines, Iowa.
What's up, guys? How's everything going?
Oh, pretty good.
Dude, I got to rate that maybe a 3. That was kind of weak.
I
You got to bring stronger game than that.
Give me about 5 minutes.
Oh, is that all it takes? 5 minutes?
We didn't catch the one. Unfortunately, we didn't record the one he did earlier.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit, dude.
But that one came out of the basement, not the attic.
The basement's leaking, my guy. I didn't trust that one. I had to go wipe, and I was it's fine, but still.
At least we weren't recording then. We had some time for you to go and check yourself instead of you having to sit in it the rest of the
I know, I have to take 5 minutes to take a shower real quick. My body is fucked.
Have you guys ever done that? Like gotten up in the morning, you're starting your normal routine. You get up and you got to go make the Browns. You're sitting there, you just contemplating
Take the Browns
life.
to the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, you just sitting there enjoying life, and then, you got to take a shower afterwards anyways. So, sometimes you just kind of fuck it, get in the shower. You ever done that?
What the fuck? Holy shit.
You've never done that?
No.
No, I can honestly say I've never done that.
I mean,
even though I have the shower running, I'm going to fucking wipe and then be like, I'm getting that bitch.
Oh, no. I mean, you do like one wipe. You don't want anything falling out. You do like one wipe just to keep, but then you do the rest of the clean in the shower. No?
It's a safety wipe.
Is that, yeah, exactly. You just do the one just to make sure that, you're not going to, something's going to fall out and you're going to have to clean that because that just ruins the whole morning.
Running down your fucking leg. Like,
oh, God.
Fuck it. Trying it tomorrow morning.
Oh,
horrible. But neither of you guys have ever tried that?
Nope.
Nope.
How do you take shits? Do you spread your cheeks?
Oh, dude. Okay.
I do. So that shit falls out less to wipe, then you're good to go.
Okay, if we're gonna go down this rabbit hole, I gotta tell you, for the last couple of months, I have been working at creating the perfect shitting environment in my house. All right, so I started out and I bought a squatty potty. All right, that already elevates, it elevates your legs and stuff. It puts you in the right position.
Oh,
so
okay.
It lines up your bowels in just the perfect way, and it kind of helps everything.
It breaks the 90, basically.
Yeah, it helps everything go out real nice and smooth. Well, then I wasn't so satisfied with that because right after, I never felt clean with just using a dry towel or, like toilet paper. Mm-hmm. So I started using the butthole wipes. And I started with just regular baby wipes.
Game changer.
Yeah, dude. I thought that was like next level shit.
Oh, so you're past the baby? I'm still on the baby wipes, dude. Where you at? Let me hear this.
No.
Okay, hold on.
I'm a couple steps beyond the baby wipes, all right? Let me tell you this. So I started with the regular baby wipes. I used to go buy the set from Costco, like, has like 1,000 fucking baby wipes.
Yes.
But then...
God, how many children do you have?
Right?
He is Mexican.
Just me by myself. They're like, why do you getting so many baby wipes?
God, would you do adopt a football team?
Well, no, Jaro's right. They just saw that I was Mexican. They were like,
those bean dips. I tell you.
I wasn't going to go there.
But no, Dollar Shave Club actually has the one wipe Charlies, and those are amazing. Dude, they have chamomile and aloe. Like,
how do you think Charlie feels about that?
I think he's very, very happy because he's making millions now. But he would straight up be super proud of the progress that we have made in booty hole wiping. So I started buying the one wipe Charlies, right? I started buying those, and those were awesome for a little while. Then I went over to my girlfriend's house one day. Well, I had gone over to her house a bunch of times, but this one time specifically, she was like, use the bidet. Use the bidet in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. You're at that level.
Yeah. So I went into her bathroom and I was like, I don't really know how I feel about this. It's kind of weird, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. The second that water hit my butthole, I was like, oh shit, that was weird. And then it just it felt good. It starts to wash off the cheeks and it gets in between.
Fuck taking a shower, I guess, dude.
Wow.
Halfway through, I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. So not 5 minutes after I got home that night, I was on Amazon ordering myself a bidet. Hell yeah, dude. And it's never been the same since. So at my house, when I take a shit, I have one wipe Charlie's, I have the bidet, and I have the squatty potty. The only thing I'm missing right now that I really want to get is
As
the
a
heated
Blumpkin,
toilet
like
seat.
what the fuck? Everything for you, dude.
Right? Actually, that might be on the list.
Fucked up. That's fucked up.
Bidet with a Blumpkin all at the same time.
Shit's getting crazy.
Ooh.
With the cost of those Japanese toilets, I'm surprised it doesn't have that feature built into it.
I know that bitch talks back to you, dude. Like, oh, okay.
Right? Those
What's
Japanese
the
toilets.
weather?
It has
Nice
music.
job, Efren.
That was an 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say, that one weighed in at a colossal 4.2 ounces.
All it's missing is to rate the farts. You know when you're standing there taking a piss and you let one rip and it's like, oh, that was a good one, sir. It was a solid 2.8.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, you guys need to step up your shit taking game. Do you guys
Obviously.
do you not use any kind of baby wipe, anything like that?
Nope.
No?
No.
Dude, how do you I don't feel clean. Like I even carry baby wipes in my backpack with me.
See,
The
you get
one
too
white
spoiled,
toilet?
it ruins the rest of the life for you.
It does, dude. I can't take
Don't do it, Cody.
shit at work anymore.
Bourgeois motherfucker.
Bourgeois.
Bougie shits.
Hey, sometimes shits are the best and sometimes shits aren't. I mean, it's just
That's why it's called the shits, literally.
I guess that's true. But you got to make an unpleasant thing as pleasant as possible. And that
True.
bidet and the squatty potty and the one wipe Charlies, can't beat it, man. You got to try it. Maybe I'll send you some one wipe Charlies next time I send my order because I think I have to order some here in the next couple of weeks. So when I set up my order, I'll send you some just so you can try them.
We're gonna get a package in a week that says "Merry Shitsmas" from Efren.
Yes.
Best gift of the year. You will never look back.
I mean, I was looking forward to socks, but I mean, wet wipes. Come on now.
My man.
Well, it all depends on what you're going to use the socks for.
True.
Anyways, let's talk about some video game stuff.
Woo.
So I recently got Pokemon Let's Go, the remake of the Kanto region. Did you guys ever play Pokemon Yellow?
Oh, yes. With a little Pikachu?
Hell yeah.
I have not played any of the Pokemon games.
That's just because you're a different generation than us, Cody.
Just from the way you
That
say
is
it,
true.
we can
That
tell.
is true. I'm hella old compared to the rest of you.
You just the Pokemon generation just passed you by by a couple of years.
I mean,
But-
I was in the Digimon era, and I didn't even get into that. I mean, Digimon is like the illegitimate, child of Pokemon, the cheap knockoff.
You got to be careful because Digimon fans are fierce.
I know they are.
Digimon fans will kill you.
Digital monsters. Digimon garlic champions. What I fucking thought it said.
Garlic champions? What are they all fighting vampires? Would they be digital vampires or would they be fighting real vampires?
Ooh, depends on what season you're watching.
Mm.
Look, an earthquake. That's cool. All right.
Earthquakes in Arizona, right?
Yeah, they're like snow here. Never happens.
Never happens.
We had an earthquake here in Dallas a couple of years ago, and I didn't even realize that that's what it was. I was sitting in my truck, and it just started shaking, and I was like, "Oh crap, it's misfiring!" And then it went away, and I was like, fuck it."
It's intermittent. God damn it.
Drove to work. Just drove to work. Never happened again. So I was like, "Fuck it." Then later on in the news, it was all, earthquake in Dallas, blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh, that's what that was this morning." Well, that was the
Thank God it wasn't a
earthquake.
misfire.
Right? You're like, "Oh, good. I don't have to do any work to my truck."
I've always wanted to, when it was like a serious earthquake, like really crazy, I wanted to jump in the air and see how the world looks. Just fucking shaking. What am I?
I don't think that's how that works.
I know. I just imagine it's wonderful. Leave me alone.
I wonder if you're like on top of like a bounce house or something, or like on a trampoline, because it has like the springs to like steady you. If you would actually see the world kind of shake a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sick.
We should all move to California just to test that out. And
Start a
then move back
bouncy
up.
house
No, not yet.
rental
Wait till
company
the
until
fire's
we
over.
figure it out.
One of my coworkers, he has like 4 kids. But either way, he throws parties all the time for like his kids and his nieces and nephews and shit like that. That instead of renting, he actually went and bought a bounce house and like enough chairs and tables to set up like a full party.
Damn, must
It's
be nice.
ridiculous.
Jesus.
Right? The nice thing is though that whenever we have parties at work, like we had Thanksgiving, what was it, Friday? We just like, hey man, bring all the tables and chairs, and he brings enough for everybody to sit down. Everybody in the shop.
I thought you were going to ask him to bring the bouncy house. Like that'd be a hell of a day at work. Fuck yeah!
Right.
We did ask him to bring the bouncy house, but he never wants to bring it. Something about weight limit only being X amount, and you being
one person at a time and shit. Then
one person at a time. Imagine double bouncing 2 adults in a bouncy house.
Oh my god!
You would get some air.
I just imagine it sinking down hella bad when somebody goes.
or yeah, because it has that one port that's always open so it doesn't pop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like you almost hit the ground completely.
Yeah.
When you come back down. What the hell was that? Don't worry about it. Just keep jumping.
Just keep jumping.
Starts to collapse in on itself and shit.
Yep.
I had one do that before. It collapsed in on us when we were kids. You want to talk about some fear?
Oh, hell no.
That's scary.
This ain't the way I'm going out of the world.
Right? Then you have those little kids that they don't do nothing. They just kind of watch, and you're like, move, motherfucker. I'm trying to live.
I don't care if you want to die, bitch.
It's always the same kid that ate paste in the corner, and
That's why I can't do paste.
When we had to color a page in a coloring book, they used one crayon for the whole page. Yeah, there was that kid that always was just staring.
Fucking using white on a white piece of paper. Trying to color it again. Oh, so what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? You guys working or what?
No, actually, I'm flying home to El Paso.
Nice.
I'm flying. Actually, Thanksgiving morning, my flight leaves at 7:45 a.m. So I got to be at the freaking airport at like 4 to make my flight. Fucking Dallas Love Field sucks. The last couple of times I've traveled, I usually travel at night, but because of my new work schedule, I travel real early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I would travel at night, there's not a whole lot of people that like to take like the last flight of the day.
Yeah.
So it would take me 5-10 minutes to get through security. Well, the last 2 times that I've flown, I almost missed my flight because I show up and there's like a 30 or 40 minute line to the airport and I'm through security and I'm like, shit. And then I'm stressing out the whole time. My last flight to Arizona, I actually had to run to the gate. What sucks about that is since I'm a big dude, I walk down the aisle and I get the eyes like, please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me. And then I got to ruin somebody's flight because I go, hey, can I sit right there in the middle? And they're just like, fuck. Why do you got to choose right next to me? Not cool.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. But at least it's getting better. So what plans do you guys have?
I am going to. I think we're going to go to my grandma's place for Thanksgiving.
For breakfast.
For breakfast. I'm sorry, dude. I just got off of like a 12-hour day, so my mind is fucking cooked.
You're good.
You having turkey for breakfast? Turkey.
I am. Yeah. Turkey and eggs. Yeah, sounds good.
That sounds delicious, actually.
Turkey. That sounds amazing right now.
Some honey ham.
Yeah.
2 eggs on top of it.
Oh, are the both of you guys going or just you, Cody?
No, we're both going.
Nice.
We're looking at.
Is it your whole family that gets together, or is it just going to be like you and your parents, your brother?
Yeah, it's just going to be me and Cassie and I and my mom and my brother. I don't know. I don't think we've coaxed my dad into going yet.
Not even your dad goes to Thanksgiving dinner? What's up with that?
Get out of the room. Come on.
He's kind of a workaholic.
Oh,
they're prepping for the big show out in Vegas here in a couple of weeks, so he's not really wanting to take a break from working.
So he's just trying to make as much stuff as he can before you guys get to Vegas. At least it's for a reason. At least it's not like, oh, I just want to sit in my recliner and be lazy all day.
Right.
You'll see him another time anyways. That's fine.
Yeah. I thought about flying out with him because he had surgery here a while back. I thought about flying out to Vegas with him and coming out and crashing your party in Phoenix for a little bit. But
what are your plans for Thanksgiving, Jaro?
Well, I have to fucking work on Friday, so that's sick. So I can't go to Vegas. So I'm just gonna stay here and then hang out with Tiffany's family and do eating and such. That's it. Nothing crazy.
Well, at least you get to hang out with her family. Does her family do anything like special?
All the siblings hang out at mom and dad's house, and yeah, that's about it. The traditional stuff.
How many siblings does she have?
see, she got an older brother, 2 older sisters, and yeah, she's the baby of the family.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
So do you like every time you go, you get judged or get the?
Now they
angry
like
eyes
me.
or
They fuck around with me a lot. Dude, talk shit. I'm like, awesome. Yes,
That's awesome. That's like
Yeah.
perfect for you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, cool. They like me. They can talk shit to me.
See, that's better than my family. Like if I brought Alyssa home to my family, they would be a little bit different. Like they're nice and then they'll like kind of joke with her, but like it's weird how my family jokes because
She's white. That's what my parents do sometimes.
yeah, that's just straight up just like she's white. We don't
Yeah.
No. Like when my uncle brought his girlfriend at the time camping with us, her name was let's say her name was Stacy, right?
Keebler.
Well, the whole time they would call her like
Some typical white name.
yeah,
Like Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
the whole time, right? And then like she would correct them and be like, "No, my name is Stacy." Oh, okay, Sarah. And then like keep doing what they were doing. Yeah, the whole time. They basically did that to her. It was ridiculous.
Did she get upset?
She kind of figured out what was going on after a while, and she wasn't like she was trying to be really nice about it. She didn't want to be a bitch, so that was good. But it was hilarious how they did it. It really was.
You see her getting kind of mad about it.
Just a little bit. But
That's
my
cool.
family does weird shit like that. Like they're pretty accepting for the most part, but they're like our family unit is so close that it's weird when like outside people come in. It usually takes them a little adjusting, but everyone's nice. Like nobody's gonna be like a straight up mean person to you. My grandma might make a face though. We have a name for it.
Oh shit!
It's called her bueno face, which bueno in Spanish is like, well, kind of like one of those things. And like whenever she's unhappy about something, it's this real specific face. Like we actually talked about. We have a picture of it. We thought about printing it on T-shirts one year. My grandma's bueno face. It would be hilarious.
For our first teachers, we'll do it.
One of my favorite times that she busted out her bueno face was a white elephant because my family started doing white elephant for Christmas, and we were kind of switching up gifts and stuff. Do you guys know how white elephant works?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to trade it out or something like that, and then
you steal each other's gifts.
Yeah, okay.
Well, my grandma got a gift that she liked, and somebody else stole it from her, and she was like, "No, that's not how this goes. That's not how it works." And we're like, "Yeah, that's the whole point of this game, or whatever." And she was like, so she finally gave it up, but then she sat there and she had like her face on, and everybody was like looking at her like, "Oh, grandma's got her bueno face." It's hilarious whenever that face comes out, because sometimes we'll like if someone's gonna tell her something and we know that she's not gonna be happy about it, we'll look at her and we'll be like, oh, she's gonna make the face. There's the face. It's awesome.
You ever do things just to get her to make the face?
Not specifically, but I don't spend enough time with her to like want to make her make the face, because she genuinely gets not upset, but she's like kind of bummed out when she makes the face. She gets over it pretty quick because it's usually over menial stuff. Not always, but usually. So, but since I only get to see her a few times a year, I don't really try to do it. I'm sure my cousins do. I'm sure one or two of my cousins have just told her shit to make her make the face.
You should just walk in and be like, "Hey, Grandma, guess what? I'm dating a white girl."
I did. I told her that I was dating a white girl. She was like, "Oh, okay." I wasn't surprised that she was like that. I think she was more disappointed that she's like, "Oh, great. I'm not going to be able to talk to her because she's not going to speak Spanish." Because my grandma only really speaks Spanish. She can understand English, but she won't speak it. Even though she's lived in the States for like 40, almost 50 years now.
Wow.
And she can understand it, and if she really wanted to, she could speak it. But because El Paso has so many Latinos that
True.
Spanish, she's never really had to. So she doesn't like the way her voice sounds when she speaks English. So she doesn't ever speak it. It's always just Spanish. So
okay,
that makes sense.
I guess that would be the only thing, is that she was probably like, "Oh crap, I'm not gonna be able to speak with this one either." My uncle's ex was white, and she never spoke Spanish, so she would just talk loudly in English at my grandma.
Fucked up.
For a while, And then my grandma would understand her, so my grandma would like answer her in Spanish. So they kind of like learned how to communicate with each other, which was good.
Yeah,
So,
it's her fucking with her.
Exactly. You know. So.
Oh shit, that's funny.
You guys want to get back to video games now, since we detoured like a motherfucker?
Yes.
So I got Pokemon Let's Go like on release day, and I ordered it. I ordered it from Amazon. Is actually what I decided to do, which was a mistake because Amazon guarantees the release day delivery, but I got it at like 9:00 at night. So it was like, well, I could have got it last night on my way home from work at the GameStop. Instead, so which it wasn't a big deal, but it was more just like, well, I wish I would have been able to play it earlier. So I got home from work. I opened the package, started playing the game, and then after like an hour, I was too tired to play anymore, so I just fell asleep. I was like, well, shit, that sucks.
You were so excited to get it.
I was all pumped and shit. I was all excited to get it, and then I got to play for like an hour, and I beat Brock, and then that was it, really. After that, I just kind of went to sleep, and then the next day, I actually woke up to a text from one of my buddies that he told me he was gonna go the night before that Friday that it released. He told me, he's like, oh, I really want to play, so he went and bought a Switch and bought the game so he could play. So I went up to a message to like, hey, where are you at? Are you playing right now? And he was already farther than I was, and he started playing the same time as I did.
So is there any kind of networking to it, or is it just a single player kind of thing?
No, yeah, you could play. Well, there's two different versions of multiplayer. There's local multiplayer, right? So like, if somebody wants to play with me, they can just shake one of the Joy-Cons, and then they control their own like person on screen, and they can help you catch Pokemon and shit like that.
Gotcha.
But does it follow the main person the whole time?
Yeah, kind of like
There's
so. If I walk out of the screen, like if I just keep walking down the path and they like stay up at the top, they'll teleport to where I'm at after a little while, because it's like, oh, they're too far out of range. They then teleports them.
So like when GTA first got online mode in San Andreas with multiplayer. So yeah, that one dude just running off the side, it was just garbage.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember playing GTA as much when I was a kid. I never had any friends, so I never got to play with more than one person.
Ooh, burn life. Loser. That's why I was all excited when they did Grand Theft Auto 5 online. Because then I didn't have to have friends to play. Sure.
Yep.
The other multiplayer in Let's Go is online. So you can trade Pokemon with somebody else online, or you can actually just straight up battle, which is pretty cool. The only thing that sucks is the Nintendo's online UI. You can't really message each other through it unless you use your phone through the mobile app. So like on PlayStation or Xbox, if you see somebody online, you can be like, hey, let's battle, or let's do whatever. And they'll
like
respond and shit. Or you can create a party and then like chat with each other. You can't do that with Nintendo yet. You could chat once you like get into the same lobby, get into the same game, and then you can use your phone to chat with somebody. But at that point, you might as well use like Skype or Google Hangouts or something to talk to them and have actual like be able to actually see them instead of just voice chat.
Yeah,
because
lame.
Yeah, it's shitty. So, but the game itself is actually really cool because it basically just Pokemon Yellow with like a huge graphical update and a couple other little changes that. Do you remember you having to grind in that game? You had to like to level up your Pokemon. You had to go and like basically kill a bunch of fucking Caterpies to beat Brock and shit.
Fucking animal cruelty, man.
Right?
But yeah, I remember Yellow was my favorite one.
I hated Yellow because it didn't have the glitch where you could multiply your Master Balls.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't cheat. So.
Oh. I didn't have to put a Game Shark on it, so I didn't consider that really cheating.
Oh man, the days of the Game Shark.
I remember I got a Game Shark for my PS1, and it was a disc with like a thing that went on the back of the PlayStation.
Yes.
But when I was a kid, I wasn't smart enough to realize that you had to put the thing on the back of the PlayStation. So I left it in the box and threw it away, and I just had the disc. And I put the disc in, and I was like, I don't understand how you do this, because I would put like the codes in or whatever, and then it would like save, but there was nothing for it to save it to. So then it would say, okay, take the disk out and load in your game. So it never worked for me. So I was like, this Game Shark is garbage. This is dumb. It never worked. But then, like,
user error.
When I was older, when I was older and I started collecting video games and shit, I saw that and I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. Now I know why it didn't work.
You could have so much fun after
I could have straight up had all the characters unlocked in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah,
because that was about the only game I used to ever play in on the PlayStation 1 was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Matt Mira, was it Matt Mira BMX? I think that was
Matt Hoffman.
Matt Hoffman.
Yeah.
Was it Matt Hoffman?
Pro
BMX. That game is horrendous. I just bought it a couple of months ago for the GameCube. And I was like all excited to play it because I was like, oh, I remember this game. It wasn't as good as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but it was fun. I got to the first level and it was just awful. I was like, I am never gonna play this game again. I went and took it back like the next day. It was that bad.
Yeah, man, I have some fond memories of that game. I had it for Game Boy, mind you, but I mean that was still
a fucking block with wheels rolling around.
Yeah, pretty much on a little fucking 4x4 screen, not even 4x4.
Little tiny ass, little bitty. Then you have to hold it in the light just right. I hated that about the game.
Yeah.
I don't know how we played it so much because I would play it everywhere I went. I remember I used to take the flashlight and like use my neck fat to hold it in place while I was playing. And then the worst part was when I would forget the flashlight or when the batteries were dead, you'd have to use the street lamps as you were passing them, right? So like
pause it real quick.
Yeah,
stoplight.
You'd have to like hope. Oh, okay, I can see. Shit, it's dark. Okay, good, I'm still alive while you're playing and cruising down the street and shit.
Fucking our eyes up so bad.
Oh man. Those were the good old days of simple life when all I wanted was to get to the next level up my Pokemon, or not have to do my homework. I miss those days.
Not have to do my homework.
Adulting sucks, man. Like straight up, adulting is just not fun.
Yep.
It's
something else.
I don't know. I just the whole having money to buy shit and being able to like pay my bills and all that stuff is fine. I hate having to get up to work every day. Yeah. I like my job now. It's just I wish every now and then I could just take a couple of days off and not have to worry about shit. Now I'm burning through my PTO, I'm burning through my sick time, or just like when you're a kid, you don't even think twice about it. You're just like, I'm sick today, Mom. I want to stay home from school.
Yeah. You haven't gone in a week. I'm gonna get my ass fucking reported because you're not going to school. Your son hasn't been to school in a month. CPS is coming.
Shit. No, my mom would. I'd be like, oh, I don't feel good. I need to go home. I need to stay home, and she'd be like, hell no, you're going to school. So I'd go to school, right, and then I'd have to like be like, I need to go to the nurse because the only way that she would let me stay home from school is...
You're a little bastard. You fucking played it so hard.
Yeah, the only way she would let me stay home is if the nurse called her and sent me home. So there was a couple times where I'd go to the nurse and I'd be like, oh, I threw up. And the only ways that she would immediately send you home is if you threw up, if you had a fever, or if she visibly if visibly saw you that you were contagious, or you know what I mean? Like you look like garbage. So I would usually go and like get myself to like where I was right about to throw up. And then I'd go to the nurse's office and be like, oh, I got to throw up. And throw up into the nurse's bathroom. And then she'd be like, don't flush it, just because she wanted to make sure. So she'd look and be like, oh yeah, you got to go home. You got something.
It's just canned soup in a fucking toilet.
Why does that look like my lunch? The good old days.
Yep. I wish you could do that at work too. I just don't feel good.
We had a guy almost faint on us at work the other day. Not the other day. This was actually like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
What was the excuse?
He had an MRI where they put like dye into your bloodstream so they can get a better. So it was making him feel all woozy and shit. And we kept telling him, we're like, hey man, if you don't feel good, just go home. No, I'm okay. Well, then one of the techs walks out of the office and kind of sees him, and he's like sitting on his stool about to pass out, and he's like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And then he was like getting real woozy, so he was like, "Oh, we gotta call an ambulance because he's gonna pass out and something's gonna happen to him, and we need to make sure he's okay." So between me and him, we like carry him into the office because he was too woozy to walk around and stand, like dizzy.
Damn.
So we put him in the office. We called 911, and it took them forever to get there. It was probably like 20 minutes before anybody got there.
Jesus.
And then it turned out all it was his blood sugar was low. So we gave him
fucking guy a popsicle, dude.
we gave him some Gatorade, right? We gave him some Gatorade, and then he started kind of feeling better. But at that point, we were already like, "No, you need to go home." But we didn't want him to drive, so two of us drove him home. So one of us
At his car.
drove him in his car, and then the other one brought us back to the shop. But he lived like an hour away from the shop, maybe 45 minutes.
Oh my
So
God.
it took us forever to take him home.
Because his dipshit ass didn't want to fucking go in the first place.
Jesus.
It was just one of those things. He didn't want to use his sick
PTO.
time or his
Yeah, I understand.
PTO. So he was trying to adult, and it just turned out bad.
Yeah.
You done fucked up.
You done fucked up. Exactly.
Yep. You ever under a car, like you get a car that comes in hot off the street.
Love it.
Have you ever taken a can of brake clean and sprayed an oil pan?
And then you get dizzy from the fumes?
You fucking I passed out from doing that one time.
Oh
Are you
shit.
I
serious?
fucking gassed myself. Yeah.
How
we
much
had,
brake clean did you use?
I don't know. We got
Half a
like this
bottle.
special. Yeah, we got like this special new stuff when I worked at my previous employer, and it was extremely high alcohol content in it. So I sprayed it, and it turned into like instant fucking mustard gas.
I do got to say that the canned brake clean is way worse than the stuff you get
Oh,
in
man.
the 55
drums.
gallon drums
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so much. Like even the smell is way more in your face, and it doesn't clean nearly as well because it doesn't evaporate as quickly. So I don't understand why it has the worst smell. The fumes are way worse. It just gasses you, and then it
Yeah.
doesn't clean that well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hate that.
Well,
the nice
clean
thing
mic lock. Let's put it that way.
it cleaned the wrong thing.
Clean the wrong thing.
Oh, dude, I went to that dog thing yesterday. It was pretty sick.
What dog thing?
Dog
That was
thing.
like this dog festival. Babe, what was it called?
It's a furries party.
Day of the Dog. Well, let me tell you, there was a fucking dachshund race. We lost, but after the race, fucking Coco takes a fat shit in front of everybody. Dope. She's like, fuck you guys.
She's like, "Oh yeah, let me show you how shitty I am." Oh yeah.
It's like my parents' dog. They our two old yellow labs. The younger of the two used to do protest shits.
Yeah.
So like when he'd go to the vet, he would be really unpleased. So he'd just like take a shit right on their doormat.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
He was cold. I mean, either that or he'd get into the exam room and like get up on the table and shit up there. You know, he was pretty creative with it.
Examinize this.
Yeah.
Examinize.
I had an ex whose dog would get real pissed at her for dumb reasons, like if she didn't come home at a regular time or whatever. So he would hold in his pee because she would put him in his crate, and then sometimes she would let him run loose. But he would like hold in his pee while we were walking him outside the apartment to get upstairs and piss on her pillow.
Jesus.
Like you could tell that he needed to pee because he would walk outside and he'd be like shaking almost because he had to pee so bad, right? And then he would just refuse. He would just refuse, and then we'd be like, "All right, well, fuck it. We'll take him out in another 10 minutes when he really can't stand it." The first thing he would do is go head straight for her pillow and piss all over it. And I mean, not just like a little bit, like a whole full bladder on her pillow.
That's when you just get smart and take the pillow outside with you.
Now what are you gonna do, fucker?
Never even thought about that. But knowing him, he'd probably take a shit on the bed and piss on it. All over the bed. Just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make it to where you don't just have to change the pillow. You got to change everything.
Everything.
Life with dogs, right? You got to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so my cell phone charger, it's all taped up and shit. My dog has chewed through it 4 or 5 times. I've had to
yourself, dude. Jesus Christ, get a new one, man.
I was about to say, why are you still using it? Just get a fucking new one. Why?
It was expensive.
It's got like a 2 amp fuse just in case it blows and shit. Like
It was expensive. I butt connected it together, so it's safe.
oh, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
It's butt connected together. She chewed straight through it. Actually, one of the times she didn't chew all the way through it, and I plugged it into my phone, and then it started glowing red right where she had chewed it. So I unplugged it right away. It was shorting out. So I took it with me to work, and I stripped the wires back and connected it back together. It's probably not my
metal ones that you can bend and it like won't break.
Because I didn't know those existed till right when you said that.
Oh,
Amazon, hold on.
Yeah, those things are amazing.
Oh, dude. Amazon. So it's my favorite website to shop on by far. I order everything on Amazon. Socks, deodorant, shampoo, video games, anything and everything I fucking order from Amazon. Yes. What? Actually, no, my butt wipes I get off of
Dollar Shave Club.
Dollar Shave Club. And I mean it's online too, so it works out. It just they have longer shipping times. But anyways, Amazon. So every paycheck Amazon automatically withdraws $100 out of my account and puts it on a gift card. I call it, I named it my dumb shit fund. So whenever I want something, I don't have to worry about, having the money in my account or anything like that. I just click it and order it and it's there. I can ship it to my house.
Ribbed for her pleasure. I think I'll try these.
If you take those condoms and you flip them inside out, is it ribbed for his pleasure?
Okay, so this segues into my part about the nothing box. Okay, so conversations that were had this week, and I think I made it kind of aware when I talked to you that some pure gold conversations had happened at my 2-year-old niece's birthday party.
Oh, sick.
That's where everybody has their really good conversations.
Yeah, exactly. A 2-year-old's birthday party. She has no idea what's going on, and for some reason, the term "purple-headed yogurt slinger" is thrown out there several times.
Purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Yogurt slinger. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So there was a hypothetical question brought up because one of my brother-in-law's family members hurt his back so bad he couldn't get out of bed, but he didn't want to go to the doctor. So he called his wife one day and said that he had to take a piss, but he didn't know how he was going to do it because he's pretty much bedridden.
Okay.
So his thought was, get me a condom. I'll piss into that.
That's not smart.
So not at all. The entire conversation came from, can you piss into a condom and not drip it everywhere?
That's a lot of pressure, dude.
I feel like the condom is stretchy enough to hold it all, but you wouldn't have enough force to actually start it to stretch.
That's exactly what my thought was too. I don't think there's any way you could do it and not spill piss all over yourself.
No, it'd be easier for her to just bring you some old Tupperware that you don't want anymore and just
that's exactly it. Why not get a fucking Gatorade bottle or something? Christ almighty, a beer bottle, whatever.
Yeah, something with an opening that's not sharp.
Yeah, wait, was he in a confined area or was he outside? He could have pissed outside.
He was in his bed.
If
he was outside, why wouldn't he just be able to walk to the bathroom?
True. Honey, I'm in the yard. Hand me a condom. I gotta piss.
or just piss on the tree. That's all. That's
Fill it up and chuck it into the neighbor's yard.
Oh yes, that's even better. Where the fuck is it coming from?
So I don't know. That just I thought that would be a pure gold question to ask.
I see what you did there.
Legitimately piss into a condom and pure gold, golden shower, woo, and not drip everywhere. I don't think it's possible.
No, I don't think
Challenge
so.
Accepted.
I don't think so.
Next week.
Next week.
Bullshit brigade.
That was exactly it. My brother-in-law was like, "Okay, I got to try this now. I got to prove to everybody that you can."
So tell me he went to the bathroom and he tried it. Please.
I don't know. We're gonna address the results of his study tomorrow because I figured I would wait until after the podcast and get everybody else's opinion before I got a
definitive answer.
A definitive answer, yeah.
Cool. We could release it on next week's podcast.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We want pictures.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
with filling it up, my whole thing isn't the capacity that the condom can hold, because condoms get pretty big, right?
Yeah.
It's just the fact of you'd have to seal it around the head of your dick or on your dick, period.
Yeah.
Behind the head, strap it.
You'd have to push with enough force to actually get it to start to expand.
Yeah, exactly.
Which anybody that's blown up one of the little tiny balloons, like the water balloons, knows
my cheeks hurt, dude.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
If you can do that shit, dude, that's impressive.
Right? So
your urethra's like this big.
For everybody that doesn't know about the game, you do now.
Loser.
Asshole alert.
My girlfriend woke me up with that shit first thing this morning. She was like, "Oh, I lost the game." Didn't say good morning, nothing. Just, "Oh, I lost the game." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I had a good streak going. I hadn't lost in a week.
Fuck.
Just the fucking game. So, for anybody that doesn't know what it is, the game is everybody's playing, for one. Doesn't matter who it is. Everybody in the world is playing. Mm-hmm. The object of the game is just to not think about the game, which is a lot harder than you may think, especially when you have friends like these.
I guess that'll be your friends to either win or not think of it. Fucking shit, dude.
The trick is that anytime you lose the game, so anytime you think about the game or the game is brought up, anything, you immediately lose. And you have to tell somebody you lost the game, whether that's somebody that knows that they're playing or not. And if it's somebody that doesn't know that they're playing, you do what I just did and you explain the rules of the game. So everybody that is listening has officially lost the game and is officially playing now.
I think I've decided that if I ever go to court for anything, I'm going to tell my lawyer to when it comes time for my testimony, he's just got to walk up there and go, "The game." And everybody's going, "Oh, this motherfucker. God damn it.
Judge. God damn it."
If you do that during a trial, I think that's a pretty good way to. I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, "He's guilty. I don't care what he did. That guy is guilty."
Entire jury, this motherfucker.
Right? Immediately, I'd be like, "I don't care what he says. I don't care.
It's a traffic ticket. He's going to jail.
I don't care if his family got murdered. Fuck him.
3 to 5 years.
Guilty. Immediately guilty."
And you'd get shivved in prison because you'd get in there. And why are you in prison? The game. Fucker.
Well, actually, if I had the chance, I'd be like, "Why did you have us all lose the game?" And if he turned around and was like, "Oh, my buddy's in the third row," I'd probably swing the other way. I'd be like, "Oh, okay. That makes sense." I would do the same shit. But if he was just like, I don't know, I just wanted everybody to lose the game, I'd be like, "All right, you're going to fucking jail."
Piece of shit. Speaking of prison, if I was ever in prison, I would try to get like a Dungeons and Dragons crew going on. That'd be so sick. I have nothing else to fucking do.
I saw a documentary on some guys that actually like they got together and they played D&D in prison, and now they play
I saw that.
Out of prison. There was one guy that was like, "Oh yeah, there were some guys that kept fucking with us while we were doing while we had a game going," and he like stood up, fucking walked across the cafeteria or whatever, and shivved the dude a few times.
I mean, you gotta play.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, "You want to keep fucking with me? Just fucking win," and shiv the dude. Went back and kept playing. Was like, "All right, whose role is it?"
+3 damage on that. I rolled a fucking 12, bitch.
Right? I'd be sitting there, and be like, "Dude, you win. I don't care what happens. You just won."
If you roll a 12, you get to drop the soap tomorrow.
Jaro would be like, "Oh my god, I need that 12. I need that 12. Shit, it's an 11." Bumps it over. It's a 12 now.
Guess who? I'm fucking dropping liquid soap. I'm trying to pick that bitch up.
Good times.
No,
great fucking time.
Anyways, we went from Pokemon Let's Go to dropping liquid soap in prison. Where have we gone wrong?
Or where have we gone very, very right?
We've gone very, very right. That's true too.
Very, very
So
right.
anyways, Spyro. Jaro. Spyro.
So, have you guys played the first one?
Yes.
The one on PS1.
Original? Sorry, the original. Yeah.
The ones on PS1 way back.
So the one for the PS4, mad sick graphics. Same shit. It's fucking better graphics.
Did they change anything? Is it the same fucking thing?
No, it seems the same, dude. It's pretty cool though. I mean, same bullshit.
It's basically just a remastered Spyro with 4K.
Mm-hmm. You get all 3 games with it when you get it.
Oh, okay. I want to get it, but I'm waiting for them to make it for the Switch because I made the mistake of buying the Crash Insane trilogy for the PS4.
Got that already, yeah.
Now it's on the Switch, and I don't have time to play it on the PS4. So I'm like, fuck, I should have bought it on the Switch, but I don't want to buy it again. Oh,
Maybe Black Friday.
Oh yeah, it's $25 on Black Friday. There's some sweet Black Friday deals. I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Odyssey because it's like $40.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
There was another game I wanted that was really cheap. Speaking of cheap games, I got Monopoly today on the Switch for $10.
Sweet.
Hell yeah! So when we get together in Cali, it's going down.
Yes.
Although I do want to use Jaro's set because that set looked fucking awesome.
Guys. Did not want to play it once, so I was like, I'm never bringing it ever again. I threw it away, dude. I was pissed.
No, you didn't. You have it in your house somewhere. I know you.
I was gonna say Cassie picked up a good one. She got the Millennium Edition, I think, at she found it at Goodwill here a while back. So
the Millennium. For a second, I thought you were gonna say the Millennium Edition. Did you see that garbage?
Hey, yeah, I seen that. I was like, what the fucking bananas is that?
Oh my god!
Dude?
Pass go, get off avocado toast.
Oh my god. Okay, so the best joke I've heard of it was actually Stephen Colbert, and he's like the Monopoly man is holding a Starbucks while taking a selfie, right? And it's like it is the perfect generational picture of what the elders think that millennials are.
True.
Yep.
So it's like, because it's everything that older people think millennials are. All they do is eat avocado toast. They can't afford to do anything, and they don't work hard and shit like that. Which it always kind of bugged me. But I'm like, if I cry about it, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're just a millennial snowflake."
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like a double-edged sword. So I now whenever like the older guys at work are like, "Oh, you just because you're a millennial," I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
God damn, kids. I remember I used to have to drive my own car. God damn it.
Right. I remember when I wanted to go to school, I had to walk 30 miles in the snow.
Uphill both ways. The fuck out of here.
And yet you notice it's the people who are shitting on us for being millennials, you notice are the ones buying the self-driving Teslas for the most part.
They're older.
Yeah, it's all older guys. Anybody you see around here pretty much that's driving a Tesla is a middle-aged to early 70s.
I do got to say, if I could afford a Tesla, I'd probably have one. Those things are fucking badass.
I would too, but I wouldn't have the self-driving. There's no fun in that.
Well, you can still drive it. It's not like it's only self-driving.
No, I realize that.
I would use the self-driving to get my ass home every couple of weekends. I'd be like, I'd set it. I'd get on the freeway and set it, and then I would just kind of sit there and relax while it drove me home instead of like actually having to pay attention the whole time, which probably is not a great idea.
Apparently, you can get a DUI for being drunk and having it drive itself. Since you're behind the wheel, you're technically behind the wheel and you're drunk. So
that's why you get in the passenger seat.
Operating a machinery,
not driving.
You just jump into the passenger side.
Well, like Gabriel Iglesias had that joke where he's like, if you know that you're gonna go to jail, like you absolutely know there's no way you're gonna pass the sobriety test. He's like, have some fun with it. He's like, he said that if you have blacked out windows, just jump into the passenger seat. So when the cop shows up, he's like, what? Hello, what's going on here?
He took off that way,
right?
If that works, great. Oh, fucking awesome.
I gotta say, if I was the cop, I'd be like, I'm gonna tow your car and I'm gonna get you an Uber home. But that shit was fucking hilarious. You're not going to jail. Yes. I'm gonna tow the car though, but that was fucking hilarious. Dude, some of the cops that I've met recently I don't understand how they give them guns. I really don't. I mean, I appreciate what they do. I really do. But some of the questions that they ask are just asinine. We had one guy that came in. He's like, my headlights aren't working. So I said, well, did you turn them on? He goes, what? I go, yeah. Did you turn the switch on? Well, aren't they automatic? And I said, no, not on the cruisers. He just started. So, I mean, I'll give him that. But he was like,
damn, spoiled with automatic lights, dude.
They're automatic on my car. And I was like, well, they're not automatic on these. You got to turn them on. So he brought it in for service for that. I was like, oh, come on, dude.
Should have charged him. Fuck it. 2-hour diag. Like you.
Yeah, I can honestly say that'd throw me off because my headlights are automatic. I won't lie.
Okay, but at the same time, after a while, you'd be like, "Oh, they're not working," and then the first thing I would do is check,
switch.
fuck with the switch and see if the switch is bad. But I guess that's just me being, mechanically sound, mechanically minded and stuff.
Right. I can't figure it out here lately on the drive home from work. I've been seeing an increased number of people driving without any lights on whatsoever. It's dark.
Stupid.
I've seen people do that. They're like, "Well, it's not 8:00 yet." It's like, no, if it's dark, turn your fucking headlights on.
Yeah, exactly. Dark. How are you not? You can't see your gauges or anything. Nothing's backlit if your lights aren't on.
Yeah.
What gets me too is like when people they drive in the rain with their fucking windshield wipers going hella fast,
full blast, dude.
No lights on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or even when there's like very little rain, like it's not even raining anymore. They're just on the freeway, so all the rain, all the water's getting kicked up, and their fucking windshield wipers are going hella fast. It's like, really, someone's being a little bit too dramatic. All right.
Yeah.
I can't see nothing.
I can't see.
They give us jobs though, so that's all I care about.
True.
I guess that's true. But
thank you for being stupid.
When I was at the dealership, there were a couple times where I had to fix somebody's. Like, I mean, they were real dumb. Some of the stuff they would bring their shit in for, and I would charge diag time for it. Like, I had one guy, the Buicks, they have the eco mode button, and he kept bringing it in, and he was like, my fuel mileage is going to shit. My fuel mileage is going to shit. That little leaf isn't lit up anymore. It only lights up when I have good gas mileage. And I'm thinking, I was like, no, that leaf lights up whenever you push the eco button. So he was waiting one of the days. So I went up to the drive and I go, can you explain to me what you mean by the little leaf lights up whenever you have good gas mileage? He goes, yeah. So he points at it and he goes, whenever I drive really good or whenever I'm getting good gas mileage, this leaf lights up. So I go like this and I push the eco button. He goes, yeah, like that. And I go, no, that just means that the eco mode is on, which will help you get better gas mileage. If you push this button right here that says eco, watch, it turns off and then it turns back on. And he goes, oh, okay. And he goes, well, how did you know that? And I look at him and I go, it's in the owner's manual. Dude was pissed.
Fucking asshole.
Dude was pissed. I charged an hour diag because I was like, look, you just wasted a ton of my time.
I even checked your oil to see if that's the problem.
Yeah. I think the dumbest thing I ever saw, I had a lady in a Mini Clubman roll in, said that she thought her clutch was going out. So I was
having an automatic.
No. No, it was like intermittently not wanting to start. She said she was slamming the clutch to the ground. Then sometimes it wouldn't want to go all the way into gear and whatnot. So I pulled the car in and sitting there and pressing the clutch in, and I looked down. She's got like 5 fucking floor mats.
Oh, God.
Was it all the way?
So it was just blocking the clutch from going all the way down. So I just pulled out like, I still charged her an hour diag. Fuck that. It's just dumb to put 5 fucking floor mats.
I never understood the need for that. I mean, realistically,
it's 5 times cleaner. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you guys planning on going seeing the new Harry Potter movie?
Yes.
Yeah. The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Yeah, Yep. I think it's out already, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it came out on Thursday night.
That's what I was thinking. It came out this last week.
Yeah.
We're planning. I think we're planning because Cassie and I both have Friday off, so I think we were planning on going out to either see that or the Queen. Is that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, my dad went to go see Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was going to go see it with him, but my cousins and I talked about going and seeing Harry Potter or Bohemian Rhapsody. But I think we're going to go see Harry Potter this Friday. Yeah, we made the plans today to go see because all of us are going to be in El Paso for Thanksgiving. So we're like, oh, let's get together and go and watch it. So on Friday, we're going to go watch it, except one of my cousins. I'm going to put her on blast. She went and saw it without us, and her excuse was that her boyfriend surprised her with tickets.
Oh.
But she's known for a little while that we were all going to go see it together.
Right.
So she just blew us off. And she's like, I'll go see it again. I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
The reaction needs to be genuine.
Right?
You already know.
You already know what's happening. Have you guys heard that it's getting a bunch of shit because one, it apparently doesn't have like a real ending because it's kind of like a continuation. And then two, it has too many storylines with too many characters, and some of the characters aren't like important enough, I guess, is what they're saying, like for you to care about them. So people are shitting on it, saying that it's just not that good of a movie. And I think it's kind of like one of those movies that builds the series instead of a good standalone movie.
Yeah,
which they have their place, but I understand why people are upset about that.
Right.
Because the first one, even if you just wanted to watch that movie on its own, was still pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was very good.
I didn't really like the whole like if you suppress your magical powers, you become this horrible monster, whatever kind of thing.
Yeah,
that kind of was like whatever, but it drove the storyline, so I get it. I really liked the characters though. The characters in there were
Hermione.
Yeah, Hermione was my favorite character in that movie. I do got to say though, Emma Watson and Emma Stone are like two of the most beautiful women in Hollywood.
Yeah, I would hold the fuck out of their hand in public. Absolutely. You kidding me? I'll make you fall in love. Get out of here.
Yeah. Both of them are on my list. You guys know what the list is, right?
What, the murder fucking Mary?
No. It's the hall pass list.
The hell's that?
You guys never talked about the hall pass list?
No.
Okay, so the hall pass list is a list of people that if you were to ever meet them and you had the opportunity to sex them up, like if they were willing and you were willing, that you had a hall pass to go all the way. But you usually put people on your list that never in a million years would you actually be able to get with.
Mm-hmm.
So, it changes for everybody. But for me, both of the Emmas are on my list.
Okay.
What about you
Bruce
guys?
Willis.
Bruce Willis? That is a sexy piece of man meat.
Actually, now he's older? Like, goddamn, dude.
Ryan Reynolds is a sexy piece of man meat.
That's Ryan Reynolds, though.
Have you guys ever had those lollipops, those alcoholic lollipops that have like the worm in the inside?
Or the scorpion or some bullshit?
Yeah. Have you ever had those?
No.
Yeah.
No? I had a worm one time. Not a fan, I gotta say. It was
texture or the taste?
It didn't have a taste. It just tasted like a really shitty tequila lollipop.
Yeah.
With a weird flaky, crunchy worm in it.
Yeah, I know.
Like the outside was like you touched it and it kind of would fall apart, but it's like flaky and crunchy. But there was like one little spot, I guess where the head was, that was kind of mushy just a little bit. I was like, oh, that's nasty. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had a friend in high school who brought he and his family went to Mexico over Christmas break, and he brought back a bunch of candy that was like that.
Gross.
You can't dog on Mexican candy, bro.
No, some of it was really good, but
yeah, like salsa, that's just crazy.
You know what? I will say Mexicans like their spicy candies. There's nothing like a tamarindo powder,
for real, dude.
the Lucas, or my favorite. It's the mango lollipops with the chile on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good ass shit. I grew up eating that. It's funny how we have to make everything spicy. So, did you guys ever have like a snack bar in your middle school or something where where you could go and buy like junk food and shit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. Well, anyways, our snack bar sold hot Cheetos, and for an extra like 50, like the bag was like $1 for the smallish medium sized bag of hot Cheetos, and for like an extra $1 they would put nacho cheese on top of it, and then they had this like giant industrial bottle of Valentina or Louisiana, so kids would get it, put the cheese in it, and then just dump a bunch of hot sauce in it.
Oh man.
And you want to talk about some spicy ass shit both ways. I'm talking about going in and coming out.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want to be on the back end of that one for sure.
It was awesome though. When I was older, this was probably like 2 or 3 years out of high school. I just got a wild hair up my ass. I was at the 7-Eleven and I was like, you know what I want? I want some hot Cheetos and cheese. So I went and I used that really like shitty nacho cheese that you get at the 7-Eleven and put it on my hot Cheetos. Worst mistake ever. I had the worst heartburn for like a day and a half, just all up in there. I was like, never again.
Acid reflexes and shit, like throwing up.
Right? It was horrendous.
I can't
Good
do that
times,
spicy
though.
shit anymore.
We go to this taco joint that's right down the street from my work pretty regularly because one of the techs I work with, he really likes it a lot. I mean, they're good tacos, but like every time you're like, "Hey, do you want to go get tacos?" He's like, "Fuck yeah!" They have these bacon wrapped jalapenos with the cream cheese on the inside.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Delicious. Except they don't take the seeds out or anything. It's
fucking.
They literally like cut a little hole in the top and then shove a piping bag in with cream cheese and just regular cheese, squirt it in there, wrap it and bake it, and then bake them a little bit. So it leaves the seeds in there and they just kind of percolate all that oil and shit. You take one bite and you're like, oh, that's not bad. You take a second and a third bite and your mouth is just on fire. Good like a motherfucker though.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Hot Cheetos and cheese, nothing better. I kind of want to get some. I might go to 7-Eleven.
Another bad decision. You didn't learn your lesson.
Yeah, next week's follow up. So guys, I got hot Cheetos and cheese. Terrible idea.
I have hemorrhoids.
You had hemorrhoids.
No, my hemorrhoids are now inflamed.
Yeah.
Oh, the hot Cheetos and cheese melted them off?
Melted it. Yeah, you won't need a colonoscopy when you're 40. It just burned everything right out of it.
I got the bidet. It'll squirt water up in there and clean it all out.
Right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Keep bragging about it, dude. Shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, when you guys come to visit, you got to try it. It is the greatest thing in the world.
All right, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take a shit with my cheeks pressed together.
So there's more to clean up?
Yes. I don't think this is fucking effective.
I got to tell you, there is only one awkward part about using the bidet is you can do one of two things. You can either take toilet You can either take toilet paper to dry yourself off, or you can air dry, which means you kind of got to sit there and shake your ass a little bit just to kind of. That is the worst part about using a bidet. But everything up until then
was invented.
Is that how? Just a girl with a big ass was like, "Oh, I got to dry it off."
Yeah, this is very effective motion.
I thought it was invented because the party girls would take a piss outside of the club when they were drunk, and then the bouncer would walk by and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just twerking."
Hey.
Wow, that was like a legit answer. I think I'm actually going to Google that and see if that is the
if that's actually how twerking
the origin of twerking.
I cracked the code, guys. Insert conspiracy theory music here.
The government
controlling our minds by twerking.
Every now and then I just look into the camera and wave at the CIA agent.
How does he know?
There's a guy in my neighborhood who renamed his Wi-Fi FBI surveillance van.
Nice. Oh, fuck, that's funny.
I wanted to rename mine CIA surveillance van. So if there's any drug dealers in the area trying to connect Wi-Fi, he's like, "Oh shit, they're catching on."
It'd be even funnier if he had like a blacked out Suburban that he just parked in random places in the neighborhood.
I have like a screen in there with like a blinking blue light just cause,
right?
Randomly hop out of it and like an all black suit, like Men in Black shit.
Just every now and then, have your buddies come over.
Yep.
Wait till somebody's walking down the street and everybody just pile out at the same time in suits. Yep. Get into different vehicles and drive off.
Yep.
Tires squealing and shit.
That sounds like a good Halloween prank.
It does, actually.
It's a good way to get shot.
What's your guys' favorite holiday? A lot of people really like Halloween, but I never understood that. To me, it's always been kind of a shitty holiday.
You gotta get into the spirit, dude. It's like you want to be evil and mischievous.
Especially in this area. I don't know why it's a regional thing around here. Halloween fucking sucks. It's like everybody does trick-or-treating the night before.
What?
They call it Beggar's Night. It's fucking pointless. It makes the entire holiday of Halloween completely pointless.
So do they go out both nights or just the one night?
No, just the one night.
Is it supposed to be scary or no? So I heard ones where it's not scary, so the kids don't get scared and shit like that. I'm like, what? That's the point of Halloween, to get scared, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole point of it. I mean, it's like this year we stocked up on candy. We were prepping for it. By the end of the night, I bet we had maybe 20 kids the whole night.
God damn.
That's it. I mean, we were just letting kids just come in and take like whole handfuls. It's like, whatever, just take it.
I've always wanted to be the house on the street that gives away full size candy bars, but I had to work for Halloween this year, so I didn't actually get to do anything. Maybe next year when I get a house or an apartment or whatever, I'll actually be that house that gives away full-size candy bars, even if it's only for a year or two.
Yeah,
give
make
away
those kids
Jello
days.
shots.
Give away Jello shots.
Give this to your parents.
Give away pencils and crayons and shit. I had a lady that would do that. She'd give away pencils, or she'd give away apples or toothbrushes.
Man, I had some asshole give me a banana.
Yeah.
I should got smashed the bottom of my bag. It's bullshit.
Got banana over everything.
Yeah, dude.
Jar was disappointed because he didn't get to go home and play with it.
Nope. I was like, it's too smushy to put it anywhere. I mean, eat.
Tried to deep throat it, but it was just too floppy.
It's like trying to deep throw mashed potatoes hard.
Dude, my mom, I'm so excited for Thanksgiving. My mom makes the greatest mashed potatoes in the world.
Okay, I thought we were still on the topic of deep throating. I thought this was going to get really weird.
So everything's given,
Trying to get away from the deep throating comments just for a second. We can go back to them in a little bit. Anyways.
So handmade, like from mashing the potatoes and everything and what?
Yeah. It's like my whole family looks forward to it because she only makes it for Thanksgiving. She never makes it any other time of year.
Nice. Keep the customers coming.
She puts turkey bacon in it and enough butter to kill a horse. Like
that's the best way, dude.
When it's sitting on the stove, just kind of like waiting to be served, you can start seeing like pools of butter form on the top.
My mouth is watering so hard right now.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
And then she doesn't. I'll send you guys pictures. She doesn't just make one pot. She makes like 3 or 4 for my whole family. And I'm Mexican, so I have a pretty big family. But 4 big ass pots of mashed potatoes is still a lot because we only go through like one turkey. They're all gone. My uncle eats like a whole pot by himself. Seriously.
Oh fuck! There was turkey. I forgot.
I think one year. The turkey we have at our Thanksgiving is always horrible because my grandma insists on making it, and nobody wants to tell her that her turkey fucking sucks because it's always super dry.
I'll go and tell her.
It's like horrendously dry. Like even gravy can't salvage how dry this freaking turkey is.
If she hears this, you're gonna get the bueno face on Thursday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I probably will. But my whole family is too nice, so we won't straight up tell her that her turkey fucking sucks. And the worst part is, like, my uncle deep fried a turkey a couple years. I didn't get to go because I didn't get the time off from work. So my family was like, "Oh yeah, the deep fried turkey was so good. It was so good." And then this year he didn't want to make it because my grandma got upset at him for making one last year because nobody ate her turkey, and his turkey was like nothing left.
You should just slowly, when she's not around, pour a bunch of water on it or something.
Okay, we figured out why it's so bad. It's because she waits till the morning of and then puts it in frozen. She doesn't thaw it out.
Oh yeah.
So then she has to cook it like on a higher temperature or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's super dry.
So take it out.
We thought about it, but my grandma's like a control freak, kind of.
Oh, okay. So she's one of those.
Yeah. And then now one of my cousins, now that she's older, she kind of told everybody that she hates our Thanksgiving dinner like completely. So she used to make her mom cook her like their own Thanksgiving dinner because we have kind of like a lunch. We get together around 1:00 too, and we eat early. Because back in the day, like my uncle had his girlfriend's side of the family that they'd have to go, and then my other cousins would go see their dad for Thanksgiving. So like we'd get together early to be together as a family, and then everyone would kind of go and do
their other shit,
and then come back at the end of the day. Well, now it's not really like that as much, so we all just hang out, but we still get together early. So my cousin would tell her mom, I don't like our Thanksgiving dinner. Make me this. So then they started making it. Well, my aunt got tired of doing that. So now my cousin's like, okay, we need to have a good Thanksgiving. So like she makes her mom make like lobster mac and cheese, the green beans with like the southern green beans, with the bacon and the toppings on it and shit. Good ass food, but like super unhealthy for you. And then she doesn't like turkey. So I don't remember what. I think we have a ham now too instead of just a turkey. So overall, our Thanksgiving dinner is better because my grandma, when they came to the States, she would see like videos or pictures of stuffing on TV and stuff, but she never made it because it was an American thing. She never grew up with an American Thanksgiving, but all of my aunts and my uncle wanted to have an American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So she did her best to try to make one. She made the shitty ass turkey, and then she makes this weird stuffing, and she still makes it every year. She uses ground beef, raisins, coconut, peas, corn,
Coconut come
carrots.
from?
Oh, dude,
my
I'm
God.
not even joking. All of this like mixed together. So when I was younger, I didn't know that wasn't stuffing. I just thought it was weird that all these other people had like bread stuffing, the real shit. And I was always like, that stuffing's weird. I like my grandma's stuffing because it had meat in it,
Yeah.
Well, I come to find out I only found out like 2 years ago that's the reason that my grandma makes some weird ass goofy stuffing, because she just saw like a picture of it and was like, oh, I can make that, and then kind of just threw some shit together. Yeah.
So I didn't know it was a thing. I was listening to NPR on the way to work today. They were having some big debate about stuffing. I didn't know you could put chorizo in.
Oh.
Neither did I.
Oh my God, that sounds fucking phenomenal. And you put chorizo in anything, and I'm gonna eat it.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so in El Paso, the Whataburgers, all Whataburgers need to do this. Whataburger, listen up. In El Paso, they have the chorizo all year round, right? So you know how they have the chorizo taquitos? I don't know if they. Oh, you guys don't have Whataburger up there.
No, we
In
don't have
Phoenix, they do.
Whataburger,
But once a year, they have like a for a limited time, they do their breakfast taquito with chorizo and egg and cheese, right? It's my favorite breakfast of all time. Well, in El Paso, they have it all year round.
Oh, shit.
When I was in high school, we used to go to, that was like our hangout spot because we all worked till like 1 or 2 in the morning, and Whataburger's open 24/7. So we'd hit each other up and be like, hey, let's meet at the Whataburger in 45 minutes. And we'd get there, and then we would all just bullshit till like 5 or 6 in the morning, go home, sleep, go to class, and then start our day over. Well, I got to the point to where my order was kind of getting old. You eat the same burger like once a week for fucking forever. So I was like, hey, you guys have chorizo, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, how much would it cost for me to get, instead of one of my meat patties, because I got a double, put some chorizo in there? And the guy was like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. I was like, come on, man, I'll pay. I'm paying for it. Just I don't want it free. Just let me know. So they would charge me for like a piece of breakfast sausage, and they would put chorizo on the burger. Greatest switch out I've ever made, dude. If you ever get a chance to have chorizo on a burger, do it.
I'm down.
And if you can have chorizo and a fried egg on a burger,
oh yeah,
you want to talk about having a mouthgasm. That's where you get it from.
I'm all about putting fried eggs on burgers. God, it's so
Makes
good.
my pussy wet, dude. God damn. Fucking love it.
Who was that racist chef that had a show on
Paula Deen?
Paula Deen.
Yeah.
I saw her cooking show one time, and she put a fried egg on a burger, and that was like my eyes were opened. It was a whole new world
for me.
She put
a fried egg and a whole stick of butter on it.
Probably. But I just remember seeing the fried egg part. I even made my mom make me a burger a couple of days later.
That bitch puts like 4 gallons of butter on everything.
I know.
So here's 1 biscuit, 4 sticks of butter.
She single-handedly keeps the butter business going.
Yeah, exactly.
Those Paula Deen cookbooks, they pay for all the butter companies to stay in business.
You know how some people pray the gay away? She butters the vegan out of people.
That's good.
Some people don't know that if you put herb butter on top of a steak, it makes it better.
Fuck. That's crazy, right? God damn, it's good.
I went to dinner with, I forgot who it was, but I got my steak and I put some butter on top of it, and he was looking at me and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Fucking putting butter on my steak. What do you mean? What am I doing?"
What the fuck?
And he goes, "I've never done that. What does it taste like?" I was like, "Fucking do it to yours. Try it." Dude was like, it was like he's never eaten a steak before.
You should have really fucked with him and grabbed the steak and started rubbing it on a piece of bread.
Wait, you've never done this?
Is this not the way you butter bread? What is wrong with you?
Okay, well, dude, I thought it was like common knowledge. Fucking Saltgrass. When you go order a steak at Saltgrass, it just comes with the butter already on top of it. You don't have to ask for any extra butter. It's just there. So I thought everybody knew that. Apparently, there's people out there, living life, not knowing you can put butter on a steak to make it better. But I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. There's also people over there that eat their steak well done.
Oh yeah, sick fuck.
With ketchup.
Or with ketchup, or with A1 sauce, even worse.
Yeah, it never irritated me so bad when I worked in restaurants where people would order like a well done steak and can I get a side of ranch with that? So what the fuck is wrong with you? No, get out.
I wouldn't even do that.
The whole reason they want the ranch is because they ruined the steak by getting it well done. Let's be real.
Or the people that would order, like the 48-ounce porterhouse, and then I'll have a Diet Coke with that. You're not fucking saving yourself. What is wrong with
you? Bullshit, you like the flavor because that shit tastes gross.
Yeah. Oh my god,
horrible soda.
Yeah.
So I don't drink any. I haven't drank any soda since April of last year, and every time someone's like, "Well, you can try diet," I'm like, "Fuck that."
No,
it's not even worth it.
No, not even.
Nope, not even a little bit. Even that, what was it, the Dr. Pepper 10 or whatever that's supposed to taste like real Dr. Pepper?
I can taste the diet.
Bullshit. It's lies in a can. Lies in a can. It doesn't have the right amount of diabetes.
It doesn't have the right amount of diabetes.
April of last year. It was April of 2017. I haven't had a soda since April of 2017.
Congratulations. Wow. That's really good, dude. I can't do that.
Impressive.
You know what? I got to say, I also haven't smoked since April of no, that's a lie. I had one cigarette. I went drinking and I had one cigarette, but then I immediately regretted it and I didn't go buy a pack the next day. Mm-hmm. But since April of 2017, I have not had a soda. Like I have not sat down and drank a soda since then. It's been all water and
yeah, I usually stand up and drink sodas.
Shut the fuck up. That's my loophole.
There you go.
There we go.
I haven't sat down and done it.
Yeah, I drink. You know those like Crystal Light packets that they sell everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could murder a box of those in a day and a half because they're like
fucking soda, dude.
they're only 5 calories, so they're not too bad. But
you
still,
said a whole box.
A whole box. There's like 10 in a box.
They're pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Those
I like those.
But I will say that if you drink the same one for like a couple of days, you want to fucking never drink that flavor again.
Yeah.
You get so tired of that same flavor.
Right.
And then they have some that are like they have like electrolytes in them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like they're good the first couple times you try them, and then like after like a day or two, you're just like,
like the Gatorade Mio or whatever it is.
Oh, those liquid ones? No, those are just too expensive. Yeah, those
it's
are
antifreeze. That's all it is. It's fucking what is it?
No,
it legit is. God, I can't think of what the hell it's called.
There's a lot of things that have that shit.
Oh, I know about it's one of the ingredients, right?
Yeah, it's like one of the top ingredients in it. But one of my coworkers was telling me she's all about this, using that. It's lemon flavored, and she's like, "It's so good." I'm like, "Have you ever just tried legitimate fucking lemon juice rather than fucking dumping antifreeze into your body?"
Yeah,
she'll never freeze over. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, we eat so much stuff that's processed. It's crazy the kind of shit we put into our bodies.
Yeah,
that's why we live longer.
Just sugar. Yeah, that's why we live longer with cancers. That's why we live longer with cancer.
Yeah,
that's the asterisk. We'll live longer, but you got to live with cancer.
That's how they get you. Didn't read the fine print,
dude. Imagine if like we still only lived to be like 40 years old. You'd be almost dead, Cody.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, I'm 3/4 of the way through my lifespan here.
Shit. I mean, if like our life expectancy was like 40 years old, we'd still be having babies at like 14. It wouldn't be a show like fucking what is it, the 16 and pregnant, because it wouldn't be a rarity. Yeah. It would be everybody's life.
9 pregnant.
9 and pregnant.
God damn.
I'm ashamed of myself for even saying that. Oh my god.
No, we'd have shows like 21 and no children.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Fucking loser.
She's 21 and she's never been able to find love. She has no children, no husband. What is wrong with this person?
I live my life like it's 1485. What's a bath?
What's a bath?
I braid my pubes so they don't go everywhere.
Pasteurize my milk? What's that?
Trying to turn butter and chill.
Raw water, man. Raw water. That's where it's at.
Raw water. Oh, did you hear about that fucking movement?
Yes and no.
What movement?
People were, for a while, there was a raw water movement. Essentially what it was people that were dumb, like anti-vaxxer kind of dumb.
Dumb.
They were going out to streams and collecting raw water. Basically untreated, unfiltered, anything water and drinking.
From like the gutter?
No, like they'd go into the mountains and fucking get stream water or water runoff from different places.
You know who uses that water? Fucking dirty ass.
Exactly, no fucking deer
Taking
pissing
a fat
in.
shit on top of the hill.
So I legitimately just typed raw water into a Google search for shits and giggles, and it automatically pulls up raw water for sale. Somebody
Hey guys, fucking smart, dude.
Somebody is paying for raw water that you can go out to any public body of water and just get for yourself. What the fuck is wrong with this world?
He's like using used water bottles and everything, just repackaging it.
Right? Why does it say great value? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just
the whole pack of different fucking bottles.
It's a great value. Come on, man. Oh my god.
I mean, think about it. People also used to make fun of us because they were like bottled water. Why would you pay for bottled water?
Well,
You just open the tap, and now it's like one of the biggest industries in the world. Fucking
that's where the money's coming from.
Yep.
Hey, how much was it, Cody?
That's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm looking for. I was getting on eBay, but
I kind of want to get a Brita filter because I got too many bottles and like it's killing the earth apparently.
I will say the one thing I never liked about the Brita filters is one, the filters go bad really fast if you drink a lot of water, and they're kind of expensive.
Yeah,
and then you only have that little top piece, so you get this big ass freaking pitcher, but you can never fill that motherfucker up. You only ever get like 2 or 3 cups of water because the top part where you actually fill it up only holds like 2 or 3 cups of water. You could fill it up and then let it filter down and then go fill it up again. But fuck that. That takes too much.
Goldberg machine to fucking do some shit, dude.
Yeah, we bought a oh no shit, they got it on Amazon.
Sick. Raw water?
Raw water. We bought we didn't buy raw water. No. Let's stop right there.
Cody was trying to bring it up like, hey guys, we should all be drinking raw water. And we're over
He's gonna promote it, shit.
Motherfucker.
The link's in the description below.
Yeah, watch. These guys are gonna be, you're
gonna tell us you're an anti-vaxxer now too?
No. And the world is not flat, folks.
Oh my god! What? You mean?
Anyways,
you mean there's not a giant wall around the edge of the world?
Yeah, exactly. So
shenanigans.
We bought a few years ago a Camelback makes a filtered pitcher like Brita, and it's got a filter in it that you have to change like every 3 or 4 months. It's been phenomenal. That thing's awesome.
Haven't changed the filter.
Here at the house we have what is Sparklets service?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's actually relatively cheap. We have every month they drop off like 2 or 3 of the big 5-gallon barrels of water or whatever the fuck they are, and we just put them on the machine, and we get hot and cold water. So I mean, it works out for whatever you need.
That's tight.
It's actually not that expensive. I think it's only like $25-$30 a month. So it works out. It's pretty cool.
Bottles, dude.
Fuck yeah, but it still doesn't stop me from buying bottles of water.
It's the convenience. That's why it's so convenient.
It's too fucking convenient because you can just grab 1 or 2 on the way out of the house and you have water.
Yep. So, anyways, if anybody's interested, raw water is selling for $46 for a pack of 12 on Amazon.
Making a killing, dude. This guy, I'm gonna fucking get into that shit.
Guys, we're in the wrong business.
Oh my god.
We need to be in the business of raw water.
Pure, natural, unfiltered, gravity-fed, and raw as Mother Nature intended. That is the story of my life.
Holy stupid.
Raw as Mother Nature intended?
Yeah.
Unfiltered.
Completely devoid of chemicals commonly found in municipal water sources.
Only from animals now. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Yeah.
So if it doesn't have shit floating in
all
it,
the urine you could possibly want.
3/4 squirrel piss.
I'm about to go talk about mouse start pissing in it, dude. Fuck those guys. Kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking nasty.
I can't believe some of the shit people fall for. I mean, like I said, anti-vaxxers are dumb.
Yeah.
I met an anti-vaxxer. She was a smart lady. Like, I mean, what we were talking about before, leading up to her saying, "Oh yeah, I'm an anti-vaxxer." She didn't say it like that, but it's essentially kind of how she ended up coming across. But we were talking about, I don't, what the fuck were we talking about? Anyways, we were talking for a good like 20 or 30 minutes, and she seemed like a decently educated lady. And I don't know how. Oh, there was a news cycle going on. And they were talking about vaccines, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I never vaccinated my children. I didn't want them to end up with autism." And I'm sitting there looking at her like, "Bitch, are you dumb?"
That is not how that happens.
Right? I'm like,
never mind the fact they got polio and measles at the same time.
As long as they don't have autism, it's cool.
As long as they don't have autism. And that's my other thing is like, you rather your child, not be able to walk from fucking, polio or possibly die from the measles just so they're not autistic. That's real fucked up. That just shows the kind of person that you are.
And I think the people are getting a little too judgy with the word autistic too. Like, he just prefers to stay in his room and play video games. He's autistic. It's like, no, he's just fucking antisocial.
That's how it was with ADHD.
Yeah,
a few
exactly.
years back. Everyone was like, "Oh, he won't shut up. He must be ADHD. Oh, he can't sit still. He must be ADHD."
It's the fucking parenting, dude. Like, oh, my kid's got a problem, so I'm gonna give him pills. No, raise your fucking kid, you dipshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I had ADHD growing up because I was apparently a torment to my mom. My aunt was telling me some fucking horror stories, but I've seen some parents where they're like, "Oh yeah, my kid has ADHD," and the kid's like sitting there playing on his phone or playing on the tablet and shit, minding his own business. And I'm thinking, there's no fucking way your kid has ADHD. He's
just... Jimmy, he's not looking. Hey, look at him. Look at him. He's not even looking. He's headphones in, so he can't hear shit. Like, give him pills.
Oh my god.
I used to at work. I used to put headphones in without anything playing, just so people would leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. I do that occasionally. Like when I take Marley for a walk, I'll do that.
Yeah, just put your headphones in. So
yeah, the person sometimes I put headphones on him too. So
hey, leave him alone.
I can only imagine Marley with some headphones walking down the street.
Yep,
that'd be.
I just carry a knife with me, just open. Yes.
That big ass fucking knife. You sure you're not just carrying your fucking pistol?
Always carry my pistol, dude. Oh, not out.
You don't carry it out? Not anymore?
No. I need to get a better holster. I need to get a Kydex. Oh. That stupid one sucks. It's hard to draw from.
Oh, you can actually draw from your holster at your range, huh?
Yeah.
The range.
No, they won't let you. Actually, they won't let you. Yeah,
oh, no?
It's lame. You have to go to the desert for that shit to train or dry fire at home.
I don't like dry firing my gun. I feel like it.
I know. I need to get training rounds or those little caps or whatever the fuck they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The ones where you can reset them. Have you seen that they make a setup? It has like a laser on the inside.
Oh, and you go through your phone?
Yeah, you use your phone, and it actually keeps track of where you're shooting. It's super weird, but I thought about looking into getting it. Have you guys seen that video of it's like a redneck, right? And it's shot from inside his car. He's like on the side of the road or in the desert. He's getting a blowjob, and he shotguns a beer. Shotguns a beer. Shoots. Gets a pistol off the roof of his car, shoots off like 10 rounds, and then goes, "America," and that's where the video cuts off.
No,
I have not seen that.
No, it's fucking hilarious. I remember the first time I saw it because there's no actual nudity in it because like her head covers up his dick, but you could tell that she's giving him head. But it's just hilarious because he like shotguns a fucking, I think it's like a Bud Light or something, and then he grabs the gun and shoots off like 10 rounds while he's getting head, and then yells, "America."
I mean, it explains all of it.
Yeah.
America.
That's exactly right.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is there a fucking echo in here? Goddamn. Yeah, so in the desert, by like Miller Road or some shit, apparently people were shooting. Some lady was driving on the street, and someone was shooting the opposite way for some goddamn reason.
Oh.
Shot this lady, killed her. So the whole story now makes it worse. She was pregnant, and her husband wasn't on duty.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Fucking people are retarded, dude.
So she died in the yep.
You see, so here's the thing. I'm 100% a gun lover. I love my guns, but I am one of the few people that can honestly say that I'm for more gun regulations, just because I like having my guns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them taken away, but at the same time, there's some people in this world that really do not need to have anything to do with a gun.
No matter what, there's always stupid people for everything. No matter what, there's so many people. There's got to be stupid people.
If there's more hoops to jump through to get a firearm, then it's gonna make those people that aren't really into it gonna I don't need to do that. Fuck it. It's too hard to get a gun. Whereas if you really, really like it, you're gonna go through that bullshit ass process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same with anything. If you really like something enough, you're gonna go through
the
that
effort.
Yeah, you'll make the effort.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world is easy. You know, if you love cars and you love fast cars, you're gonna go through that effort to get it, you know, to do the work and to make it fast, or you're gonna do the work to get the money to pay somebody to do it fast. You know what I mean? Either way, you're gonna have to do the work one way or another.
True.
So that's the way I look at it. Even if they just make it harder for somebody to get a gun, if you really want it and you're willing to put that effort forth, then what's the problem with a little bit more gun regulation?
Yep.
I mean, the bad guys are still gonna have it. So
yeah, our laws here are super lax. I mean, you can walk into a store within 15 minutes own a gun, no testing, nothing like that. It's fucking insane.
Nice.
In Texas, it doesn't really take that long either. When I went and bought my first pistol, it took me 30 minutes just because they waited for the background check to come back, but it didn't take long, you know. And in Phoenix, it's the same thing. In Arizona, it's pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the fucking thing on Family Guy? You buy a bottle of whiskey, comes with a free gun in Texas. I was fucking dying, dude.
Why are dog owners so fucking weird? Have you guys ever thought about that?
Yeah, we're all freaks. Oh,
I talk to my dog all the time.
It's because it's part of the family.
I think I probably talk to my dog more than I do most humans.
That's accurate. I feel like like you have a special bond with your dog sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I had my boxer pit mix that I had for a year, Harley. Oh man, that dog, she went through some shit with me. I had her all through high school and stuff, and she was just, I don't know, like it didn't matter what was going on. I could sit there and bullshit with her, laugh. She would make me laugh all the freaking time. She had, since she was a boxer, she had this weird like underbite, and every now and then she would close her mouth, and like her upper lip would get stuck on one of her bottom teeth. So she'd be sitting there with just a tooth sticking out. Oh man, it was hilarious.
I call it the dirt face.
Dirt face.
She had that face all the time. Actually, my next tattoo is gonna be a portrait of her on my right calf. Because we had to put her down last year. She ended up getting cancer.
Ooh.
So yeah, right around this time, actually, it's probably been about a year since we put her down. Maybe a little over a year now.
Yep.
But my next tattoo is gonna be like it's gonna take up my whole right calf. It's just gonna be a portrait of her.
That's cool.
So yeah.
Did you get any color or just now?
I originally wanted to get it black and gray, but I feel like color would do her justice because she was brindle, so she had like the tiger stripe look to her.
Oh, I get you.
Yep.
So I feel like it would do justice. And I was thinking about doing that derp face where her like tooth was pushing her upper lip up, just because it was like iconic Harley. And no, she was not named after Harley Davidson, in case anybody's wondering.
You should get a neck tattoo of it.
Oh yeah, my first neck tattoo, just right there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting suicidal across my neck, but I think that's a little too hardcore.
That's fucking dumb.
That's fucking dumb.
Damn.
No regards.
Yeah.
Right? No regards.
Yeah.
Not even one letter, huh?
Savage, Cody.
Thinking of this, I don't think I'm giving too much info away here, but I work in trucking, and truck drivers sometimes are special beings. We have one of them that has copious amounts of tattoos. We have pictures of all of our drivers, so when we talk to them on the phone, we kind of can visualize who we're talking to.
It humanizes them.
Yeah, exactly. And some of them, we've got about 600 drivers, and 400 of them are decent human beings, and the other 200 are just steaming piles. But
tell us how you really feel.
Fuck those guys.
This is all about to come out, dude.
Fuck them all.
Just hatred boiling over.
Pure hatred, yeah. No, there's one guy that we have to crack up at because in his picture he's got just tons of tattoos, but he's got a saying scrawled across his neck.
Jesus, okay.
But instead of using the word "you," he literally just had the letter "U."
Awesome.
Like old school T9 texting language, you?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh wow!
And it's like, why, if you're going to the full extent of having a full phrase put on your body, are you skimping on the word "you"?
Maybe he got a little extra for the 2 extra letters.
He got charged by the letter, and it was just a cheaper way to go.
But that's what I think of the entire time. That no regrets.
Have you seen that the Snickers commercial? I think it's Snickers or Milky Way, and it's a tattoo artist, and he puts the no regrets, and he's sitting there eating them. I think it's a Milky Way, and he's like tattooing with one hand and eating the Milky Way with the other, and he finishes, and the guy looks at it, and he's all pissed off, and he's like, "Well, sorry, no big deal." What the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? That's a good way to get murdered, if you ask me.
Oh god, yeah.
You don't have any tattoos yet, Cody, do you?
I do not.
No? Are you planning on getting
any?
I have your name tattooed on my ass.
Who, Jaro or me?
Oh, it just says your name.
Oh, that's clever.
No, I have not. I have thought about it, but I have a insane fear and hatred of needles. So the thought of having a needle puncturing my skin hundreds of thousands of times to put a picture just does not appeal.
Oh, one of my friends said he wanted to get Pete tattooed on his left butt cheek and W on his right. So when he bent over, he spread his cheeks, it says "Pow."
Or WAP, depending on what angle you're at.
True.
That's true. If it's in a mirror.
Yep. If you're Arabic and reading right to left rather than left to right, it could be a little awkward.
Or if he's upside down, it would say mod.
You about to mod this asshole with your dick?
It's never going to be the same.
Oh, God.
I guess on that note, we should end it.
All right, guys, we're closing it here. Enough of our bullshit. Tune in next time for more bullshit.